my thing in, and who were the black people that really created that district and made it such a pop and took advantage of the fact that this black talent was down here, because that had a profound effect on the cultural attitude of the area that made us a lot hipper and more willing to be innovative than a lot of black communities in the South. It's really integral to what makes us distinctive as a region, right? Wouldn't you say?
Before that, I know Dr. Phil's going to chime into that, but I just want to point out to the people that just like the white people like to travel, we had black folks with some money that love to travel as well. So as they began to come down south for their entertainment, of course, Nat King Cole and Sam Cooke, those guys,
Dr. King,
you know,
Sammy Davis,
they wanted to come down. The voice, they wanted to come down and experience this tropical weather, because that's what Julia Tuttle said. Julia Tuttle said that this is the closest you can get to the Caribbean by land. So Miami became that tropical destination, and entertainers followed as well.
Right.
Dr. King practiced his speech over at the Hampton House. The I Have a Dream speech, I think that was the one he
But I don't think anybody would have come without air conditioning.
But they did.
They did.
And Clyde Killens was the entertainment.
I thought that was the most significant invention in the first half of the 20th century.
Entertainment entrepreneur, Clyde Killens. Did you?
Yeah, I met him on many occasions.
Yes. It was his vision to bring the entertainers down. And many of those entertainers who were coming already to Miami Beach, you see, he was able to get them to then come over, because they lived at the Sir John and at the Carver Hotel and at the Mary Elizabeth.
Right.
And so it was easy to get them.
And what was the clubs? The names of the clubs that were
Harlem Square, the Night Beat.
I went to the Night Beat as a kid.
Okay. And Dorothy, you're at the Lyric, so can you talk a little bit how the Lyric ties into this whole legacy?
Let me just say, Tim has talked about blacks coming as tourists, but many of the blacks came because they were working for the snowbirds. They were working for white people who were here from November to April, which was the season.
Yeah.
And so the chauffeurs who drove the white people down had to get out at 36th Street, and the black chauffeurs had to walk into town. They had to walk from 36th Street to Overtown, because they weren't allowed to drive into Overtown. The maids came and the chauffeurs came, and they were free to be tourists in Overtown, Colortown, during the week. But on Thursdays, they had to go on to Miami Beach and to meet the people that they worked for and prepare them for the parties for the weekend. And so, interestingly enough, look how he's looking.
That's amazing.
Many of those people who worked for whites and who came down as tourists then decided that they were going to move here.
Yeah.
And some of them now are living in condos and have relocated here in their 70s and 80s and even in their 90s.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a story that has yet to be told.
Yeah.